Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and let it go. You are standing at the edge of the world, or at least it feels that way. Somewhere in the vast, quiet heart of Siberia, the largest region on Earth, and one of the most silent. The air here is different. You notice it immediately. It is clean in a way you have almost forgotten was possible, cold and sharp and thin. It enters your lungs like water from a deep, clear spring. You breathe it in slowly, and something inside you begins to settle. Ahead of you stretches a plain so wide it seems to curve with the earth itself. The sky above it is enormous, pale gray at the edges, deep blue directly above. A few thin clouds drift slowly eastward. There is no sound except the faintest whisper of wind moving through dry grass. This is Siberia in the early morning, before the world has had a chance to wake up, before anything is expected of you. You are simply here, breathing, present. The ground beneath your feet is firm. The permafrost lies just below the surface, frozen for thousands of years, holding the land together like a secret kept by the earth itself. You press your boot gently into the soil and feel its solidity, its permanence. You begin to walk. There is no particular direction, just forward, into the open. The grass is pale gold, bent low by winds that have crossed thousands of miles to arrive here. In the distance, a line of dark trees marks the beginning of the taiga, the great boreal forest, the largest forest on the planet. You move toward it slowly. There is no rush. There is never any rush here. As you enter the trees, the light changes. The sky disappears behind a canopy of pine and larch and birch. The air becomes still. The temperature drops a little, and the silence deepens in a way that is almost physical, like stepping into a room where no one has spoken in a very long time. The trees are tall, ancient. Their trunks are dark and rough, wrapped in lichen the color of sea foam. Their roots push up through the mossy floor in slow, patient curves. Beneath your feet, the ground is soft with decades of fallen needles. Each step is quiet, muffled, absorbed. You run your fingers along the bark of a pine tree. It is dry and deeply grooved, warm from the little sunlight that has reached it. You press your palm flat against it and stay there for a moment. Somewhere above you, a bird calls. A single, clear note, then silence again. Deep in the taiga, rivers flow between the trees, dark and slow in summer, frozen solid in winter. You follow the sound of water until you find it, a narrow river moving quietly over smooth stones, its surface broken only by the occasional ripple where the current turns. You crouch beside it. The water is so clear you can see every pebble on the riverbed. You dip your fingers in. It is ice cold, startlingly so. But you hold them there, letting the cold move through you, reminding you that you are alive and present and here. A little further downstream, the river widens into a lake. The surface is perfectly still this morning, a mirror of the sky above. The tree line reflects in it so precisely that for a moment you are not sure which is real, the trees or their reflection. You sit at the water's edge and simply look. The silence here is not empty. It is full of tiny sounds that you begin to notice one by one. The tick of a branch cooling, the distant call of a crane, the soft movement of the water against the bank, the sound of your own breathing. You sit for a long time. When you finally rise and move on, you find traces of the animals that live here. A wide paw print in the mud near the water, a bear probably passing through in the night. You imagine it, enormous and unhurried, moving through the trees in the dark. Siberia is home to creatures that exist almost nowhere else on Earth. The Amur leopard, one of the rarest big cats in the world, moves through the forests of the Far East like a secret. The Siberian tiger, heavy and silent and magnificent. Wolves that travel in packs across hundreds of miles of open steppe. Reindeer moving in vast herds across the tundra, their antlers swaying like slow, living branches. You will not see them, but you feel their presence, in the prints, in the stillness of the trees, in the way the forest seems to hold its breath.